Hello, Rob from Fountain Pen Journey with a bit of an update about my pen storage situation. If you saw my brief video that I posted the other week about my current state of affairs with fountain pen storage, I have done a video a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago now, about how I store my fountain pens. That's still available, but things have moved on. I mean, since then we've moved house, I've got new storage areas, and this is what I am currently using for, I'd say, the majority of my fountain pen collection. So these things, plastic drawers, very cheap from Amazon, but they do the job. Unfortunately, the drawers don't actually come out. They only slide, which is a blessing and a curse. It would be easier if they came out, but they don't. And yeah, I've got 3 of these in total, 1, 2, and 3. And I thought that might be enough. I did get a 4th one, but it doesn't fit into this space where I am keeping my pens. So anyway, now I know some people will spend thousands on some antique dresser with lined drawers and beautiful inlaid wood and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I can't afford that sort of thing. I do like the cheap pens, and I like to spend my money on the actual fountain pens rather than on the object or furniture that I store them in. So these things suit me just fine. Amazon, I think they were about £16 each. Black Friday last year, something like that. They do the job absolutely great. So what I have spent this weekend doing is labelling them up with this good old-fashioned Dymo label printer from Amazon. It only cost a few pounds. Came with a roll of tape. I think got some other tapes as well. And it does what you expect. So I'll show you some of the labels. So there we are. Yeah, you just basically press the handle, move it to a letter, and press the handle, and then you get that letter imprinted through the tape, which you then cut. The machine cuts, and you peel off the backing and then stick it to whatever you like. So this is how I'm labelling all of these drawers, and I am going in a alphabetical order for all of these. So up here you can see, unfortunately, the label printer isn't the best when it comes to certain letters. So that's actually Asvine. I've got Benu, Bauer, Borghini, Conklin Cross. I've only got 1 cross fountain pen, so that's not really going to develop any further. Delight, Diplomat, Dicoen, Duke, Esterbrook. I haven't got any Esterbrook fountain pens, but I do intend on getting some. So prepared. Faber-Castell, and Filkow, Fullywen, Fountain Pen Revolution, Franklin Christoph, Hongdian, Hero, Hugo Boss, Jinhao, and Jinhao. So you can see that this whole process is going to be very much it's a work in progress. I need to move my pens from the current storage into these new storage things, and that got me thinking. I need to catalogue my pens, there is no doubt about it. I mean, for example, in this Jinhao drawer down here, purple Jinhao pen. It's not an X450, it's not an X750, I can't remember what it is. It's a nice pen. I ordered it, bought it last year. Honestly cannot remember the name, the model number. So it's things like this. I want to be able to have a visual reference guide to say, yep, this is a Jinhao, whatever it is. I mean, it goes for a lot of the Jinhao fountain pens. I mean, this is another one. Really nice, slim Jinhao matte black fountain pen. Can't remember the name. And the longer I leave it, which could theoretically be a year or 2, I'm not going to remember what model this is unless it's actually printed on there. And I don't even believe this is printed on the cap anywhere. I think we've just got Jinhao, just looking at the cap band down there. I think it just says Jinhao. So I will be doing a video about how I catalogue my pens in due course, because I think it is something that some people with a large collection, or even a collection that they just want to maintain, do find interesting. It's certainly something I've researched several times over my own fountain pen journey, because I started cataloguing. I was using a Microsoft Word document, and that's quite honestly just turned into a huge file with the photographs. It was just completely unmanageable, and I stopped using it. And now I've got dozens, hundreds of pens since then, and yeah, it's well out of date. So I will be talking about that in a future video, so please do hit subscribe, turn on all notifications, and then you'll be notified of when that video goes up, which won't be too long, because I've already made one or two pretty major decisions, and there are some specific fountain pen cataloguing documentation solutions out there on the internet, and I've decided against those, and I'll go through my reasoning with that when I talk about it in the video. So there we are, that's the current state of affairs. Yeah, it's a work in progress. I mean, obviously, if I go to the Kaweco drawer, yes, I do like Kaweco fountain pens, and there are a lot in there, but of course, I mean, it's basic stuff, like, that's pretty obvious which model that one is, and that, I'm guessing, now you see, this is where it gets a bit tricky. You start looking at various Kaweco Sports side by side and which one's which. I know the one on the left is Fox, and this one is probably, it's one of the special editions, I can't even remember. Anyway, and that's why I need to catalogue my pens, because it's just not manageable. But at least I am getting them in order, protected, in one place, so I can actually figure out if I want to use a Kaweco, or I want, I might decide I'm going to use a Kaigelu this week. I want to use this particular pen. I can find it easily and take it from there. So, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye.